What's going on, good people? Welcome to a new episode of Summing Up with the Summoners. It's your boy Damon and
Katoya.
You know what it is. We are diving into a new one this episode, talking about things to be consistently saying to your bae, to your boo, to your SO. And we're going to get into
wife,
that here.
To your husband, to your girlfriend, whatever you call your significant other, which we're dealing with.
Your partner, your sidekick, the homie on the sidelines,
and
in
to
the
be
gutters.
really honest, this is just things to tell people you love.
That's one way to put it. I'm not saying 6 of these things to people I care about.
You should.
No.
No, you should.
No.
I tell people.
You do.
These things.
You do. But you're also a very wordy person, which is a positive.
Wordy.
Yeah, you use
There's
a lot of words.
no way to say wordy positive.
Yeah, you are a very wordy person. That's a positive.
That is never a positive.
And that's not true.
Never.
No, that's
wordy. You can say you are a words of affirmation person. You are a person who
those are two
loves
different things.
to use words.
You love to talk. Does that sound better?
No, that sounds
okay. What it's about? It's about intentionality. My intentions were pure from my heart. All right.
There's no way to say this stuff.
That was it. Like, you're very wordy.
We're gonna move on.
My son is very wordy.
That means that they need to shorten their words down.
No, that's not what that means. Not at all.
Let me tell you this.
Listen.
Don't tell nobody else this.
I'm gonna say my wife is very. I got a very wordy wife.
They're gonna be like, dang.
What
Things that you
type
don't
wife you
say
got?
about your wife.
You got an anti-wordy wife? That ain't good.
Anti-wordy.
Anywho.
Moving along. Thank y'all for listening.
Yes.
As always, you're amazing and you rock. And I just really want to say thank you for going on this roller coaster with us, because that's what it is. There's down, there's up, there's that straight part for a bit too. So it's all kind of parts on the roller coaster.
All parts on the roller coaster.
We just went to the fair, and you may be on the kiddie ride. We're trying to go up to Texas Giant ride. So wherever you are on this ride with us, we really appreciate you. And we're going to do that and start that off with a review, just reading those.
Yes, indeed. Apple podcast. This one comes from In Awe of Jesus. 5 stars, and it's titled Great Podcast for Singles.
Ooh.
Shout out to the singles listening. This isn't just for married couples. This isn't just people who've been together for 22 years with a title. This is for singles too.
Man, that's a good episode.
They said this. While this podcast has clear points of connection for married couples, I think this podcast is helpful for singles because y'all communicate the nuance of both sides. Single people can proactively think about potential issues within their current relationships or future marriage. Dope podcast. 5 stars. Thank you.
Nah, that's really good. That's what I be trying to tell people. I'm like, hey, it's a relationship podcast. I'm not saying it's just for married couples. And it can hit you wherever you are.
Whether you're
seasoned vet or you're just a little newbie, right? Or you ain't
in
even in.
Or you ain't even in there.
And you're like, you know what, so-and-so need this. Or Ben, I might need this, I remember being in a sermon. I you know how there's, I think I've used this analogy before, but you're at church or whatever, and it's like guest pastor or the pastor you don't really prefer, but you always got to find the good nuggets. That's what this is kind of like. It doesn't matter if it's really for you, but what can you take
Can
from
I find
it?
a takeaway?
What's my takeaway? I ain't in a relationship right now. Oh, they're talking about marriage issues, but there's still something always to take away.
That's how I be doing when I listen to a podcast that's entrepreneurial focused, and they're like, all right, today we're digging into how to go from 6 digits to 7 digits.
All right, there's
a
nugget in there for me.
Because I'm trying to go from 2 digits to 3 digits. Can I get from 3 to 4? I promise y'all, if we get the 4 digits with it, let me pause it, folks. Let me settle down. Anywho, but yes, thank y'all so much for that. Check us out and follow us on Instagram. All the good content, all the engagement is happening over there. Sum it up, Summoners. Sum it up, Summoners. Let's dive into this. Let's go to work.
TikTok songs in my head.
Uh-oh.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom,
Don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Let me TikToking out here.
I'm
okay?
not.
Things to say to your bae consistently.
I love this
What's your number 1?
In general. Just like, what are you saying? Well, before we even get into that, things that you should be saying consistently. So clearly this is going to be positive. It's not going to be saying that they're wordy.
Come on.
Right? It's just going to be.
Because that's a positive.
It's not. And so you
It's not positive, guys. Okay, it's not positive.
Thanks.
I apologize.
Oh.
Jeez,
and it's on camera. And it's recorded.
You're doing it like I don't apologize.
You just try to you ride things as best you can to prove your point. Yeah, you don't really fold into the apology often. You just kind of be like, I did say it like that. You just kind of very matter of fact. So this is a big deal. It wasn't. It wasn't. Man, it took us all of 6 minutes to get there.
Look at that.
But
that's
no.
pretty good. 16 years, 6 minutes. That's pretty good. In 2 years, it would have been like a day. That's growth.
That's one of the things we want to say about how you things to say consistently.
Yes.
But like, there's power in our words. There is power in discussing and like highlighting positive things. And in the hustle and bustle of life, then we often get thrown away from like these small things that just bring us back in together in our relationships. And so that's what we're focusing on today. It's like just a few things that maybe you don't do anymore. You once did, you never did, or you don't really find as much value. And one of the first things I think is, how was your day?
Woo!
That's 4 words.
4 words.
With a question mark.
There's power in 4 words.
How was your day?
How was your day?
Yeah.
Man, we have consistently, I don't even know when it started. I'm not gonna lie and say that was a something we got from coaching or somebody. But that's just something that has been in our thread of our relationship since as long as I can remember.
Right, and it's important. Like, I mean, maybe you've had moments throughout the day where you've been able to check in or not. But what it does is say, I'm interested to know what happened to you today. Like, and give me a little bit more detail. I want to know, you were away from me 4 hours. We were not together. And I want to know what took place in your life. It's that simple, right? And you don't. I remember we had a simple solution. It was like, I don't want to hear about that no more.
I don't want to hear about Chandra and the water cooler.
It was like, I don't know. But like, that is a part of being a good support to your SO. Like, I want to know what's going on. And then some days, like, I've gotten into the habit of saying the same old. And like, even the kids are like, it was this type of day. I'm like, yeah, it was this type of day. But what we started doing too, we did this with kids, and you can even take this into your conversation with your SO, is to say like, give me some highs or give me some lows, or just kind of help people kind of come back to actually put in some meaning and meat around the day.
It's one of the most simple yet, I don't know, thoughtful, caring things I feel like a partner can do is ask. Because you're trying to, if you're doing it with the right intentions, like, I want to now become an active listener. I want to become now, I'm going to, whatever highs and lows I have, I'm going to put them on pause because I want to kind of just lock in on you. And it could be a great day for your boo. It could be a terrible day. It could be kind of just a, hey, we kind of clocked in, clocked out type of day. It don't matter. But, I think one of the big reasons why this one here is important for us, especially being consistent, is like so much else is like just commute and work and projects, and if you have kids and walking the dog and just errands and chores and your parents called and trying to work out, like there's so much going on that you can kind of just pause and like, hey, like hold on, put the Instagram down, pause the TV, put that on low simmer. How was your day? And just kind of have that moment. It can really be an intimate thing because it can lead and go wherever. You know what I'm saying? It can lead to somebody coming in and open up their heart about a great idea they had on the way home. It can be, a frustrating moment where they're just like, I don't know if I can be at this job no more. Or whatever the case. So it's endless of where it can go. And so it's just something that we really strive to. I know I enjoy hearing about Katoria's day. I know the main just word it. And just, I know her main characters. I know the usual plot lines. And sometimes she'll take it somewhere different. Like, oh, we got a new character in here. Whatever the case may happen. But it matters. It matters to me.
No.
How was your day?
And that's really what it's doing. It's showing that you care. And so by asking those questions and knowing that there's a safe place for your partner to come and like kind of share this information, whatever the day has held, Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's number 2.
How was your day? Number 1. Number 2, I'm going to jump around here. What do you think? What do you think?
Ask that question. Why
It's
is that important?
it's something that so I am kind of a really internal processor.
Yes.
You know.
I
I didn't need you to say yes that fast.
second
I
that
didn't-
statement.
I didn't need you to yes that fast, madam. And so sometimes in the past, and I've been definitely trying to get better with it. I will inquire or ask for feedback or want to hear Katoya's thought process, or at least specifically ask about her thought process when I'm already kind of made the decision, when I've kind of already got to the finish line. You know what I mean? When I kind of already know what I want, how I want to proceed. Then I'll come back. And so I think one, the question in general is powerful, and then two, putting it in the right position of decision making or thoughts or whatever case may be is really helpful as well. Because listen, 16 years together, 13 years married, there is a level of trust and confidence I have in Katoya with her opinions, with her decision making skills, with her thought process, and with the fact that it's different than mine. That I can be like, hey, what do you think? And this could be something that I don't know if there's anything that really benefits or impacts me only because we're together as one. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like something that I'm really focused on, not just something necessarily that it's collectively. So it's a really important question I think we should be thinking about and using more. What do you think?
Yeah, thanks. No, I do. I agree. I do think it's important. It's just another way to say I care about your opinion, and I will also say that yes, you have improved in that area because it used to be literally a source of tension for us. Because I'd be like, "Yo,
hey,
you've already arrived." Like I wish I would have been a part of the thought process or. The steps that led up to this. Like your decision is practically made, and like it leaves little room for my feelings, my opinion, my thought when it's already developed. Especially if it has to do with something that does involve or impact both of you, like
tier 1 type stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. What do you think?
I took this money out, opened up a new car. What do you think? Well, baby.
Oh, well, you've done it.
It's done. So yeah. So what do you want me to say?
I disagree, and you should go take the whole process back.
I want you to undo it just because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, and we've been there where it's just been like because we didn't agree on it, then no, like it, and that's not where you want to be.
That's
you
not where you
want
want
to have those open lines of communication, and what do you think is a good option? And then sometimes that your partner don't really got no opinion on it, but it's just the fact that you considered them.
Sure.
Right? Like, what do you think? Oh, I'm good. Okay, well, listen, I did ask.
I did.
You didn't give any input. I gave that, and we're rolling with it. So when you come back, don't say nothing about it because you said you were good. You know? So
yeah, there's definitely been times where I was thinking about something, and Katoya and I don't know if you know this from listening to the podcast or know us in general, we're very similar and quite different. And so just listening to, which is one of our, sometimes in hindsight it's funny. In the moment it's usually like, how are we thinking two different things? Like, why do you think like that? Katoya will say that once every 2 weeks. Like, how are you thinking like this?
How did you arrive here? What do you mean?
Why are you not thinking like me?
Yeah, I did.
And there's a positive in that. There's a positive in that because it could continue to give you that outside perspective. It could continue to just help you make wise decisions. And so I think that's just a question of thoughtfulness and wisdom in that of what do you think?
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to get to some other things to say consistently to your babe, but we'll be back after a quick sponsor break.
So I don't really love to cook as the primary cook in this family. However, what I do like is to jazz up the meals when I do cook, right? I'm looking for spices, seasonings, dry rubs, and I found a good place. It is Artisan Dry Goods made by beautiful Briny C. So a little bit of everything to spice up, jazz up your meal. It is a local store right here in Atlanta, but ready to ship out to you all over the world.
Absolutely. And they're legit. I'm going to be honest with you here. Forbes, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Oprah's magazine. And you know Oprah only going to promote the good stuff, all right? So check them out. Instagram, beautiful, briny sea. Make your kitchen better. All right, I'm talking about real good ingredients, urban gardens, local farms. So it's good for your taste buds, good for your body. Check them out, and let's get to the episode.
Bringing in the third point here, I think it kind of stems off of where we just left off, just saying that things that they have improved on. Just like saying, well, I think, in a relationship, you deal with so much. Heck, in our lives, we deal with so much as working on improvement. People tell you, or you realize that there's something that you need to improve on.
Sure.
Your partner may tell you something that you need to improve on.
Yep.
But how much are we actually coming back on a follow-up and letting our partner know that I see that there's improvement.
Yeah.
Right? And I know I definitely don't do that as much as I should, because Damon's always like, well, I've been working on this. Like, you've said that multiple times. Like, you trying to tell me in the past this, I ain't done this. And I'm like, dang, I guess I don't tell you that you have improved in areas, So it's important to give some highlight to the growth, especially if you know that this person or your partner is actively trying their best to improve in this area. If you see a glimmer of a hint, a sparkle, a sprinkle of like idea that they're trying, the best way to encourage or motivate anyone with a slight spark to fan the flame. Right?
Fan that flame.
We can do that by sharing, hey, I really noticed how much you've improved on, taking helping clean up a little bit more, or you really on top of cutting this yard now, or man, whatever it is, the things that you've asked for, that you've wanted to see, but give, even if it was man, you put your cup away, right? You normally don't clean up anything, but you put that cup away. I really appreciate you, doing that. It starts with smallest things. When it is someone's deficit, the smallest thing they do is a big deal, because that is not a way that they naturally think. And so what feels probably dumb and silly for you to recognize as an achievement is probably still a big deal for acknowledging their growth.
This one is big to us. I think it was just big for humans, because your struggles. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, out of a relationship, your struggles. And when you go in a relationship, you definitely know your struggles, because it's probably led to conflict. It's probably led to tension, right? And so I know that at the beginning of our relationship, I was struggling with 4 big things in relationship with Katoya here. They were sitting on me. I was trying to be intentional with them. So when she would try to offer, give, showcase some love, encouragement, I'm a human. I'm like, that's right. Yeah, I've been working on that. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side, as humans, we're just like, man, ain't nobody. I did the things, and ain't nothing, not a high five, not a pat on the, nothing, right?
You want to be acknowledged.
And so encouragement is so powerful. Encouragement is so powerful, and I think that things to be consistently saying to your bae is just highlighting, showcasing with encouragement the things that they are improving on, working on. Things that is just getting better. Katoya and I have seen punctuality differently for 16 years, right? That's,
I mean,
and so,
I don't necessarily say I see it differently. I just, the
do
rules,
it differently.
I just do.
Okay, I'm fair, sure.
I know I'm late. Yeah. I'm not saying that's right. But I'm just also saying maybe it didn't bother me.
See? And that's a thing. And so when we're on time, when we're early, things like that. So you gotta be mindful. I've never made a fire by myself in the woods. Kindle. Put some Kindle on that thing. Just put a little bit under there. Blow it. Okay? Blow it over time, consistently. I don't use the P word often, but I promise you, over time, consistently, things should improve. Things should progress. Because people want that. You feel better, the self-esteem's up, the confidence up. It probably is going to lead to better moves, which might lead to better, whatever the case may be, interactions, intimacy, whatever, because things are higher up.
Yep.
She see me, I see him, I see them, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Because, we started to say, all of this can just go away when you have so many other responsibilities, so many other interests, so many, like, the other night we were just like working side by side at nighttime, like 10 p.m. And I was like, ugh, I don't like this. But I mean, it was okay. We were both down for it. But like, sometimes we call it being a lot side by side, and you just don't realize that you can be face to face or whatever you want to be more intentional with this time, where you're not just going through life side by side, but really, how do I just stop for a moment and kind of sit in this moment right here and acknowledge the good you've done, the improvements you've made, or asking and being an active listener. Those are all ways. So I felt like a conclusion, but it wasn't. Because I want to throw out the next one. What you got?
Next one here. So really quick, just reasons why you love them. Which really could go into another one. We could put them together if we wanted to, which is I love you, right? And then that's important. That's important to just say that consistently. I love you, right?
I love you too.
But then I think we also feel like it's important to consistently be like just sharing however you share, like just reasons why you love them.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago I was able to accomplish a big milestone individually, and I just shared. I paused, had a chance to reflect, and somebody was out here trying to and positively blast me on IG. But I paused and reflected on like some of the reasons. Like I had accomplished something in my career that I was very excited about. But I reflected that I know that I would not have gotten there without Katoya's support. And so I just want to share some of the reasons why I loved her. And so we really feel like that's important. I don't know why you're laughing. It's really, really important to just share why you love them, why you're still in love with them, why they're the person. Settle down and focus. We're professionals, people.
Ooh, that was funny. It's just so sweet. I was like, I love you too. Okay, I'm so excited for you, actually. I didn't do anything today.
It's important.
But I just love you. I was like, oh, okay.
It's important to
No,
show
it's
why.
really sweet, and that is true. And a lot of times it's like when we think about our actions not lining up with our words, and so if you just say I love you, but you can't really name some reasons why, like that's important. You should be able to name out reasons why.
I would hope so.
And when you are naming those reasons, feeling very confident in the encouragement, the feel good moment that will provide to your partner in that moment, to know like, ooh, thank you, like, you love me. I appreciate that. To feel appreciated. This entire podcast today is all about showing the appreciation.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
Appreciation is something that go ahead.
No. It's by saying things.
Yes.
Of course you can do way more.
Yes.
But right now, this is just by moments to speak.
We don't. I don't think as a country, as a society, as a globe, we appreciate enough. We talked about this before. How we're so just as humans, just so able to throw that negative review online, to just come quickly back with the guy. Like we just lean towards that, just as people for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. So the positivity, the encouragement, the appreciation. Yeah. Like I don't know if I've ever left a review. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, Damon, please leave this review for my business." Like a friend. Then I probably personally have never left a review. Just in general. Was that surprising to you?
You never left a review about what?
Of anything, like just on like just like a restaurant, like a
service.
Yeah, like just anything. She's looking. If you're not following us on YouTube, follow us on YouTube. But she's like, "What are you saying
you
right
just
now?"
ask people to write reviews for your podcast and stuff, but you never have given a review.
No, I've left. That's actually the one thing I'm talking about. Like, okay. No. I've left a bunch of those.
Okay.
But I'm talking about big, like if we go to this restaurant. And I'm like, man, that wasn't the best salsa I ever had. Yeah, I'm not finna get home.
That doesn't surprise me. This is also the same guy who does not check the bag after getting fast food.
That's another episode.
I was like, can you check the bag before you drive away?
Okay, so this is
not Chick-fil-A.
This is a tangent.
They get your order right.
This is a tangent. Here we go. So every time I do not check a bag, I'm using absolutes. It is always wrong. It is always incomplete, incorrect. And the times I do check it is good. Like, I actually check it quite a bit with the kids because I want to work on showing them you should check the bag. But if, like, I'm just getting something for Katrina, I'm like, all right, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I get home, and it is wrong. Like,
and I'm just like,
really,
what just happened?
It's really a bad combination.
Why didn't you sit there for 5 seconds to double check the bag?
Yeah.
That's just, no, it just makes sense that, like, service-wise, Damon wouldn't be right.
Listen to me. The next time we pick something up, I'm going to be, when it's right, I'm going to be expecting Katoya to show appreciation that I checked the bag. Just want y'all to know that.
It is true. I will try my best to make sure I realize that.
I admit it. Many times, specifically, I have not checked the bag and it has let us down. Yeah. I'm like, and you can't be bad at nobody but yourself. It's just like, I had time.
All right, sorry, that was a tangent.
No, it was.
But I'm just saying, you've never written a positive review. I mean, you never.
Oh, appreciation, yes. And all that to say is just appreciation goes a long way.
I just want to shout out the Subway on Ralph David Abernathy. They provide quality hood service, and it's one of my most favorite things to receive
She's a fan of it.
In a restaurant or grocery store.
She's a fan of it.
Is what I call hood service. It's not polished, but they mean well. Everything they do.
Everything.
I left out the whole thing. They're like, buy Mission, live and ever.
Whoa. Yeah. They do names?
Well, because they asked my names, and then that's how we got in on like somebody from the down the street name, like Sunshine or something like.
Yeah, I just went on a whole
They
thing.
got my order right.
Wow.
They make it very personal.
Wow.
So shout out to the Subway on RDA
Look at that.
in the West End because I love the quality hood customer service.
Come on.
It makes you feel like you their cousin. That's what hood service is.
It makes you feel like you're their cousin.
You just family.
That's
it's not professional. It's like, hey girl.
Hey. No. You said it, in my opinion, better the first time. You said it's not polished. It is professional.
Yeah.
It looks differently.
It's true. It's not polished.
Yeah, it's
It's not. Oh God, good day.
Hey, hello, my pleasure.
No, it's like, what's up?
All right now.
Now you know what?
Y'all be safe.
You only want a little bit of mayo on this. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Now you ain't gonna want to add the tuna, fam.
No, you don't want it like that. Now, because last time you want me to cut it up. Like it's real good. All that to say, people deserve appreciation across the board.
Yes.
You know, and. This is what this is doing, and everyone wants to feel that way.
Yes.
So tell them you love them. Tell them reasons why you love them.
Love them.
And then things that they are currently doing well. So not something that has really caused any tension or
conflict.
Just, you know what, I've really been noticing that you've been doing this. Now, you can't make it up. So, therefore, you also actually have to notice it. So, things that you see that they are doing well, that, you know, they might feel good in. Somebody been working on their body. They've been trying to hold tight to their meals. That would be me wanting that. But I also need to do it in order for somebody to see it.
Oh, don't we all?
But just, Jesus, it's been tough.
I baked cookies last night at 11 p.m.
And you baked like 6.
Baked
I was
6.
like, no one's up for these 6 cookies.
Well, I knew today was going to be Sunday. I knew it was going to be a 2-day enjoyment.
And I was like, I'm not going to go in there with those cookies. Anyway, but yeah, just things that you know they want to take joy and pride in that you acknowledge. So
absolutely.
Tell them something that they are doing well.
Absolutely. And just the last one here is, I support you. I support you.
And that's a really big one.
I support you.
I talk to a lot of people in relationships who do not feel very supportive, who don't know how to even go after something that they desire because they lack the support within their relationship. And saying I support you means like I trust you to like go for it too. Yeah. And like sometimes that is so uncomfortable, and I don't know. We just have been wired in this way to just deal with it. We were like, come on, go try it. We'll deal with the aftermath. Go try it, But you want to feel supported. Yeah. So tell them you support them and actually mean it when you do it. Yeah. So that people cannot feel like they have to stay with one thing all the time, forever and always.
Well, trying to figure out, not look left and right and compare to the Joneses beside you, and wanting to accomplish goals professionally, physically, spiritually, financially. Like sometimes you feel like you're on an island.
Yep.
Sometimes you feel like you are alone. Sometimes you feel like it's you against the world. And if specifically, and not only, right, but specifically, if you're in a relationship, you want to know that your SO, your significant other,
It was really
it was. I mean that. You want to know that they're there behind you, beside you, like ready to go into this thing, like.
Because I'm sick beside me.
You know, like when I went into teaching, like I wasn't talking about teaching 2 years before that. I didn't go to school for teaching. And it was going to be a financial investment. It definitely was a time investment. And I knew that Katoria supported me on this thing that kind of almost came out of nowhere. Moving here, pregnant, poor, homeless in Atlanta in 2010.
We finna go to China on this?
You know what I'm saying? And so, but the support and everything that I've done, from comedy, etc. here.
Here he go again.
That's it. You know? Well, I'm a worthy person. And so what you need to know is that I've always felt supported, and I hope that I have made Katoria felt that way.
Always.
Because it matters. Because it gives you what's that song? The air beneath your wings. And so it just lifts you up. And sometimes when you feel like you're trying to do things, is that Ruben Studdard? I don't know. Shout out to Ruben. So just when you feel like you're just by yourself, to know that your partner's there, your SO's there, it just means the world. So I support you. I'm here with you. I'm gonna get into this trench with you. Like, let's go. Come on, man. What else your bae need after that? You love me. You told me why. You asked about my day, and you support me. Fam, come on, bro. Drop them. Let's go to work. Come on.
I saw this TikTok, and then we can wrap up. But I saw this TikTok, and this dude was like, "Yo, she just brought me a candle." He's like 16, and he was floored by the fact that this girl, his girlfriend, just came and brought, and it just smells so good. Like, y'all, don't send me no more messages. This is locked down. I'm not going nowhere. I mean, who just give you a candle like that? But like, that's the way I feel about this stuff. Like, yo, you just told me you love me, you support me. How was my day? You telling me reasons why you love me. And we've been in this for years. Like, especially if you've been through some things. This type of positive encouragement, dialogue, and actions, and your words will take you to a new level of appreciation for each other.
That's
Don't send me no more DMs.
No more, bro.
This is locked
it's
down.
A wrap.
This candle smells so good.
Every day, I'm sleeping with the candle lit.
I'm gonna repost that on Instagram.
Please.
It was just so cute. He was like so amazed by the candle, and it was just like a mainstays from Walmart.
That's it, mainstays. We gotta get them to sponsor us, mainstays.
It wasn't nothing fancy. It was so sweet.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, so let your partner feel that way. Then that was so sweet. It caught me off guard, right? And if you're already doing these things, more power to you.
More power to you. That's it, team. Those are some things that hopefully you are consistently or will be consistently saying to your bae, your SO. We appreciate y'all, as always, rocking with us. We're going to post that. I want you to post that. But you got to know where we are. We're on Instagram. Sum It Up Sumnus. That's SUM. Sum It Up Sumnus. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope it's bringing value to your life.
Yep.
Damon.
Katoria.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Holla.